Hey everyone, it's Julie with Blended Life. Today's food for thought is on kind of a touchy subject for me, especially as a mom. I will tell you 50-50 custody is so hard. We're missing out on half of our kids' lives, and it is the most unnatural thing to have happened to a parent. So I have found it very hard. I never get used to missing my kids. I thought as time would go on, it's been 5, 7, 8 years, that it would get easier when the kids go away, especially for extended periods on vacations, or we have a 5-5-2-2 schedule. Well, those 5-night stints of my kids being away is really difficult to make it through. I find myself sad and missing them and wondering what's going on in their lives, and just the fact that I'm missing out on experiences they're having is really, really difficult. And I know a lot of you are in that same boat. And so I've really had to wrestle with, what am I going to do to get through these times? Because I still have a stepchild in the house, I still have a husband in the house, and life still marches on. I still have to show up for work. I still have family and friends in my life outside of my children. And so when they're gone and I'm feeling sad and I'm feeling depressed, I've had to come up with coping skills to get me through those times. What works best for me is keeping myself busy. I plan things. If I don't have my children and I know my husband and my stepson are going to play hockey, for instance, and I have a night, I'm at the gym. I'm making plans with friends. I am blogging. I am reading. I am intentionally filling my time with productive and things that are good for me, that are bettering my mind or my body. And that really helps that depression kind of fade away. I think it's something that we will never get used to as parents. I don't think we'll ever be okay with missing our kids, especially when they're going off to college. I don't even know where we're all gonna be at with that. But for the time being, my advice to you when you're just distraught and missing your kids is to fill your time, be intentional, take a walk, go to the beach, find a friend to hang out with, go to a coffee shop and write or read, have a date night with your spouse, go do things with your parents or your family. I work late a lot. Pour yourself into work, plan a vacation. There's so many things that you can do. Do not stay at home and wallow. Also, seek support. Find other parents who can understand what you're going through and talk about how hard it is. When you know you're not alone, that is half the battle right there. Knowing you are in it with other people makes it feel not so isolated. I feel like the isolating part can be really difficult when you just feel like you're the only one feeling this way, and you're not. No one is. So do those things. Be good to yourself. Self-care is super important. And be sure you talk to your spouse about that. If you're depressed and you're having a hard time, I know for me, my face, my attitude, my demeanor, I can't hide anything. I wear my heart on my sleeve. And so it's important that when your spouse is noticing that, your mood is affecting the whole family. And this is something that I really struggle with in my family. So open up to your spouse. Let them understand where you're at, and they'll be able to extend the grace you need, because you're gonna need a lot of grace in this situation because it's just not perfect and you're not perfect. So your spouse will allow you that time and space to do the self-care you need to get through this difficult time, and let them be there for you. All right? You're not alone, I promise you, and I just don't think we're ever gonna get used to missing our kids. So do you, boo, and figure it out, and you'll get through it. We all will. Our kids aren't kids forever. They grow up and leave the nest. So there's an end in sight. All right, thanks you guys for listening. I hope that you got something out of it. Let me know, comment below what you do to fill your time, or how do you cope when your kids are gone. It's a hard thing. I'd love to read about it. Go follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check our podcast out. Every Thursday night at 7, we premiere a new one. And let's connect, you guys. Thanks for listening. I appreciate it. Have a good one. Bye.